All right, Dan.
Do it with 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 Dan. Do it with Dan.
Dan.
Dan. Dan. Dan.
Dan.
Dan.
Dan.
Dan.
Do it with Dan. Yes, sir.
One thing that I always thought I would invest in after my accident was riding boots, and I never have. And it is something that I need to get. I did break both my feet at that one time. At least I learned my lesson with the gloves. My fucking dick beaters are protected forever. Dip set, dip set, dip set. And I still got a bunch of Atlanta footage that I need to edit and upload and put out. It's a thing. Walter and I did the ride together, so we're splitting that into 2 parts. And there's a lot of cool stuff at the meetup. Like, I want to talk about it more, but I also want to upload video footage from it, but I can't because everyone's got schedules. You know what I mean, son? Life is hard. That old dude was totally loving that little tiny wheelie that I popped. A lot of people ask if the Grom is a great starter bike, and I don't really think it is. I think it's a better bike for people who don't have to go very far. If people ask if the Grom is a good starter bike or if the Grom is a good, like, you know, daily bike, and I don't think it really is. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've taught like 10 people how to ride motorcycles on this bike. And I'm gonna make a video of that soon as well. I need to make a video about showing how to ride a motorcycle. But I don't think it's a great beginner bike, specifically for the fact is that if this is the only bike that you've had or the only bike that you ever know, you're gonna get bored of it pretty quick. I think that's just it. Now, for people like me, it's a great secondary goon bike, but what I thought this bike was gonna be is something that could ride 60 comfortably and do wheelies whenever I wanted to, because like I figured it was so light and torquey. I really should have done more research on it, and I think that's one of the reasons why I want to trade it for a supermoto, is because I want a goon bike that I don't have to worry about destroying the front fork seals on, or, you know, I can rag out and drop and not give a double fuck about it, you know? And really, if I were to like rag the fuck out of the Grom like I do and not give a double fuck about it is one thing. But you know, now to think about it, this thing MSRP'd at like $3,200 plus all the fees on top of it. I think out the door, most people get out the door at like $4 grand because of you know, interest rates are really high on motorcycles in my area. The like assembly fee that most places charge and shit. I think most places, like most power sports stores, charge an assembly fee because they have to build the bike, which is like a couple $100. And then, you know, registering the bike. So you're usually at the door around $4 grand, give or take a couple $100. And, you know, you think about it, all that, you can buy a completely decked out supermoto for that price. And you still have all the power and the wheelie fun. And I feel like it's a better investment for me because maybe I was wrong in the idea that these things were going to stay cool. But it's not what I was hoping for. I'm disappointed in the Grom is what I'm saying. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still like the bike. Hell, I rode it today. I enjoy the bike a lot. It's got a lot of cool aspects about it. But it's not what I thought it was gonna be. And I'm sorry. You think that just like, oh, just buy a bike. Dude, fuck it, dude. It's you, buy a bike. But like that directly affects my career with you guys. Or where I move. That incredibly affects my career. If I move out to Texas, I can do awesome videos with Jake and shit like that. If I move out to Atlanta, I can do awesome videos with Chase. But at the end of the day, you know, like, I lose the connections that I have here, and then like it's fucking weird, man. It's fucking weird. Well, that was fun seeing my mom. I love my mama. I love my parentals. As I was leaving the house, I go, "Hey mom, watch this." She turns over and looks at me, and I pop a little wheelie and I ride it out, and she got so fucking mad. She got so mad. Oh my gosh. I love making my mom mad. I don't like making them mad, but they obviously they stress out about me riding bikes just like any regular parent would. Bikes are more dangerous than cars, so naturally. And so I popped that little wheelie, and she just freaked out. And then to mess with her more, I just screeched on the brakes for a second, and that like they're super supportive of me doing the YouTube thing, but God, dude, do they get stressed out about it sometimes? And it's funny because, you know, neither one of my parents rode, even though that my mom grew up around riding. You know, her brothers rode, and she just never really fell into it. My dad's never really ridden before either. He rode one motorcycle one time and almost wrecked it, so there's that. So this is definitely something that's outside of my my direct family is riding, even though, you know, my uncles, they ride, and well, they used to, they don't anymore. I think I'm the only one in my family right now, besides my cousins who ride. I don't think they have bikes, actually, so never mind. I'm like the only one in my family who rides right now. That's kind of cool. You guys are gonna like this bit though, because I just got a text from my buddy Mike asking me to come and test ride the Magna. Mike has been the one who's been helping me do the carburetors, and he sent me a message saying, like, hey, you ready to come by and test ride it? I'm like, you goddamn right I am. You're goddamn Skippy. I let my buddy Zach ride the Grom. You know, I told you I've been doing that, letting people, and he dropped it. Fucking bent the brake lever, but honestly, I've been meaning to bend the brake lever for quite some time. It's like so much cooler this way. It's more comfortable. It's like a mini brake. And Jake, the garden snook, Juke the garden snook, he has his cut and bent, and you know, that's how he has them, and it's nicer. I like him like that. So I'm about to go fucking test ride the Magna, and if it's done, then it's done. Yeah, do that. Yeah, oh Billy.
Tic-tac-toe, yo, let's go. You got X's, I've got O's. See my clothes, I'm so whoa. Not your everyday average Joe, yo.
Doing 55 and a 45. Oh, I was hoping that was a cop. There's no way I'm getting pulled over on this fucking thing. It just doesn't happen. Pull my sleeves up a little bit so I can fucking get rid of my fucking farmer's tan that I got by squidding in Atlanta like a little bitch. I squidded the entire fucking trip in Atlanta. And not because, you know, I don't believe in gear and that I don't think it's a good idea, but because I had to stand in the fucking sun for like 8 hours. I'm still hungover as fuck from the previous stream, dude. I'm not good right now. I'm like painfully hungover. I got drunk. I think Zach was he was still feeling pretty good, but I got drunk as shit last night.
I'll tell you the difference between me and them. They trying to get they ones.
I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level. Put these bitches in the dirt. I can't say the N-word because I'm white. Even though that it's the cool way of saying the N-word, you know? There's like the good way, and then there's the bad way. And I'm not allowed to say either one. I think that kind of sucks, man. It sucks not being able to publicly say a word. And there's going to be the people, you know, who are like, oh, it's cool, Dan, you know, you're cool, Dan, you could say it. And there's going to be a lot of people who are like, Dan, you're white, you should probably shut the fuck up. I don't like being limited, man. I don't like being limited on anything. That's why it's speed, dude. I don't like being limited to fucking 40 miles an hour. Fuck you. I'm going whatever speed that I say I'm going, as long as I don't get arrested. You know what I'm saying? 35, fuck that, I'm doing 80. I consider those marks on my license, you know, awesome points. And then, you know, speeding tickets are just awesome taxes, you know? You're so awesome, sir, that we need to tax you for being awesome. That's how that works. If you just look at it like that, speeding's totally okay. Sometimes people get to be so awesome that they lose their license completely. They're like, dude, you're too awesome for the road, bro. You take it easy. Put these bitches in the dirt. I'm like full-blown accelerating right now, and I can't beat this fucking car. I'm going so goddamn hard out right now. You know what I'd really like to see? Like super jack dudes driving Groms everywhere. That'd be hilarious. I'm going fucking 60, dude. What the shit? Intake temperatures must be down. I'm getting more power to the wheel. MotoGP the shit. Like, I'm not big. Not like, you know, fucking Motornosity big or nothing like that physically. But my arms are a little bit bigger than I'd say like the average dude is. I like to think anyway. And I have a fucking douchey tribal tattoo on my right arm. So I hope when people see me on the Grom, they're like, Jesus Christ, dude, what the fuck? I'm going as fast as I can. If this thing would just fucking go quicker. Full talk. Full talk, 64. Oh, 63, fucking bitch. It's like, as fast as I can go. It's literally as fast as I can go. I feel sorry for everyone. I was hauling ass earlier because I was going downhill and shit. Like, if I could do this and strap an AR-15s in my back, I feel like this would be the most metal thing ever. I saw it. Apparently the Magna's running fucking awesome, by the way. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited I could just fucking come. I also feel kind of uncomfortable on this bike. Like, there's something about it, like how wobbly. Yeah, like that, I don't like that. You could fucking speed wobble pretty easy on this thing. No, don't like that. So yeah, I'm thinking about selling the Grom soon. Oh shit. Holy fuck. Holy fuck! She's back again! She's back. She is fucking back.